All right, guys, this is a quick gardening tip. I'm sure many of you already know this, but just in case you don't, I was at Home Depot getting some soil because I'm going to be putting some plants in the ground, and I happened upon these yuccas, these color guard yuccas. I already have a bunch, but I'm going to be doing some mass plantings of these along in my front here, right along the sidewalk there, where it gets really hot, and they do quite well. A little bit of color. I'm gonna intersperse them with a few different things, but I need a lot of them to really kind of create a big punch, and I don't feel like I had enough. So when I went there to get the soil, I saw them, and the first ones I saw were probably in I'd say a 3-gallon. They're $25, and you know, these things aren't cheap. They take a little while to get this big, but I'd say last year they were 21 and this year they're 25. So, but then I looked up on the table and they had these ones and they were $9, these 1 gallons. But these were, the ones in the 3-gallon were only about 20% larger. So you're really just paying for the soil. At the end of the growing season, I wouldn't be surprised if, you know, there's negligible difference. You couldn't even tell them. So that's my first tip. Oftentimes small plants will catch up. And number two, I know these things are as tough as nails. And what I did on purpose was I went and I pulled all of the pots that had 2 or even 3 yuccas in them. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna separate them. They're very tough, they can handle it. So before I plant them, I'm just gonna break up the soil and just tease them apart as gently as possible, and they will be totally fine. These things are tough. So 3 for the price of 1. And you know, I could have bought one of those ones in a 3-gallon for $25. And for the same price, I got, let me think, 2, 4, 7. 7 for the price of 1. So if it's a plant you feel confident that you know you can separate, you know, one that kind of develops pups, you might want to do that to try and save yourself a little money, especially when you're looking at plants that are a little bit more expensive. You can see I went through and I got every double and the only triple they had. So I ended up with 9 plants. So not too shabby, right?